Welcome back. Today we are looking at the AKLOT AcousticStyle Electric Drum Set Independent Review, a solid choice for professionals. Introduction: the new language of drumming. There was a time when electronic drum kits were treated like polite substitutes for the real thing: useful, quiet, but emotionally distant. The AKLOT AcousticStyle Electric Drum Set B Core 543D doesn't belong in that old conversation. Check the video description for the updated price link. It feels like it was designed for drummers who refuse to choose between studio control and acoustic soul. In other words, it is not just a practice tool, it is a full performance instrument disguised as a hybrid system. At first glance, the presence of a 16-inch wooden double pedal bass drum changes everything. This isn't the compact, toy-like geometry many e-kits suffer from. Instead, it brings physical presence and rebound that feels closer to a real stage kit. Pair that with a 12-inch snare and full mesh pads, and you start to understand what AKLOT is aiming for: authenticity without sacrificing modern digital precision. What makes this set particularly interesting in the current landscape of professional electronic drums is its ambition. With 460 built-in sounds, triple zone ride cymbal response, standalone hi-hat control, and USB MIDI integration, it is clearly engineered for both live performers and serious studio musicians. It sits in that rare category of instruments that can move from rehearsal room to recording interface without asking the player to compromise technique. As a columnist covering tools of the trade, I've seen many instruments promise versatility. Few deliver it with this level of structural seriousness. The AKLOT B Core 543D is not trying to imitate drumming, it is trying to extend it. Features where engineering meets musical intent. The AKLOT B Core 543D is built around a philosophy that prioritizes feel. Mesh heads dominate the kit, providing tension-adjustable surfaces that respond dynamically to stick velocity. This matters more than most beginners realize. Mesh sensitivity is the difference between robotic tapping and expressive performance. The 16-inch wooden bass drum is arguably the centerpiece. It supports a double pedal system, making it suitable for rock, metal, fusion, and progressive styles. Unlike smaller electronic kick pads, this design allows natural foot positioning and reduces fatigue during long sessions. The 12-inch snare delivers a wide dynamic range, capturing ghost notes and rim shots with surprising accuracy. Meanwhile, the triple zone ride cymbal introduces bell, bow, and edge articulation, something typically reserved for higher-end kits. Sound-wise, the module includes 460 tones spanning acoustic kits, electronic kits, percussion layers, and hybrid textures. This makes it equally useful for practice, production, and live triggering. USB MIDI support transforms the kit into a professional production tool. You can integrate it with DAWs like Ableton Live, FL Studio, or Logic Pro, effectively turning physical drumming into digital composition. Design philosophy: acoustic feel in a digital body. One of the most impressive aspects of this kit is how it handles physical realism. The spacing between pads mimics an acoustic setup, which reduces the learning curve for drummers transitioning from traditional kits. The hardware feels sturdy, with reinforced stands that minimize wobble even during aggressive playing. The hi-hat system is standalone rather than fixed pad-based, which is a major advantage. It allows nuanced control of open, half-open, and closed states. For drummers who rely on subtle timing shifts, this is not a luxury, it is a necessity. AKLOT clearly understands that electronic drums often fail when they ignore ergonomics. Here, ergonomics is central. The kit doesn't fight your posture, it adapts to it. Performance in the studio and on the practice floor. In real-world use, the AKLOT B Core 543D shines most in versatility. In a home studio environment, its MIDI output makes it an immediate asset for beat making and scoring. The latency is low enough that real-time recording feels natural, which is critical for preserving human groove. Dynamic response is another strong point. Soft ghost strokes translate cleanly without being swallowed by the sound engine, while hard hits produce sharp, controlled attack profiles. The ride cymbal's triple zone articulation is especially useful for jazz-influenced drumming, where tonal variation matters as much as rhythm. During extended sessions, the mesh heads reduce physical strain. Unlike rubber pads, they do not create excessive rebound resistance, which means less wrist fatigue over time. This makes the kit suitable for both beginners building technique and professionals rehearsing long sets. Check the link in the description to get yours today.